Okay. I was recently given a speeding ticket. Now, the story's not that interesting, but I'll still tell it anyways. I woke up late and had to get to class, and when Google Maps told me I was going to be 5 minutes late, I said, yeah, I'd win. And honestly, I really thought I would. Right until I saw those flashing lights pull out behind me. And the worst part of it all is that my instructor was running late anyways. So I got into all that trouble for nothing. Now, obviously I regret this action on my part. It was stupid and dangerous, and I got everything I deserved. But my regret goes a little deeper than that. See, I've been known to have jobs. One of the things that irked me the most about this event is that while I got my ticket, so many of my friends who drive with so much more reckless abandon than I do get off scot-free time and time again. In other words, the rich get richer. That's when I got the idea for this video, though. An idea that could give me that moral edge on my peers. An idea that was somehow devious and boring at the same time. An idea that could be stretched out into 8 minutes of monetizable content. So today, my friends are all retaking their road tests. They just don't know it yet. It's been about 5 years since I passed my road test and got my license, so obviously I'm a little rusty on what the requirements are. Thankfully, the New York DMV has all of the requirements listed on their website in a nice rubric, kind of like one of those rubrics you get in English class when you're writing an essay on the outsiders that tells you all the points you need to hit. That's essentially what this is. Here's how it works in New York State. As the driver, you start with 0 points. Making a mistake, or just being blissfully ignorant, as most Americans are, earns you a certain number of points. For instance, making an excessive number of maneuvers for your 3-point turn earns you 5 points, failing to use a turn signal earns you 10, and going too fast or too slow earns you 15. If you hit 30 points or hit a curb at any point, you automatically fail your test. There's one problem though. If I'm going to be the one proctoring all of these exams, I need to look the part. I need to look like a DMV employee. So let's go change that real quick. I don't really know what DMV employees look like. I'm just kind of giving it my best guess. So the road test in New York consists of 3 core parts: parallel parking, general driving, and 3-point turns. Before you can take that practical exam, though, you need to pass a written examination that you must score a 70% on in order to take your road test.
I was not mentally prepared for this.
And before I broke that news to all my friends, I decided I would take it myself and see just how much I remember. And I passed. By like 1 point. But that's all that matters, is I did good enough by New York standards.
What do you mean you're not supposed to pass school buses? Have you gotten to question 21 yet?
I'm on 20, hold on.
What?
Where's the picture, Dawn? Explain to me, where's this picture?
Well, Dan, let's use our noggins here. If you read...
I forgot the same image.
So, does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
The tire blows out while you're driving. What should you do? I don't know, die?
A flagger ahead. A flagger.
I can't put that in the video. So everyone finished their tests pretty quickly, honestly, and while we didn't have time to sit down and grade them all right there, I took a little bit of time to review their work with them and talk about a few key questions that they had answered on the exam. Big mistake. Okay.
Read them out loud.
He's trying to find the ones he's allowed to.
If under New York State law, it's illegal to cut off your finger and toenails while driving. I don't know if it's illegal. It's probably recommended against, but... Well, that's creative. If you're confronted by an aggressive driver, you should give them to calm them down. Or kill them, your choice. No, December 7th, noon to midnight. 12 to 12. Go watch. You pass!
Yay!
If you're confronted by an aggressive driver, you should toss all the... Where did this come from? Toss all the rocks in your center console out your window. How many rocks do you have in your center console?
You look in Craig's car.
Under New York State law, it's illegal to throw a mic stand at your fans while driving. Shout out to all the falling in reverse heads. Please don't watch my videos. Your vehicle stalls on a railroad track when a train is approaching. What should you do? This is crazy. Pull the lever to switch the trolley to the other track where three more people are stranded. So, you all passed your written examinations.
Somehow.
So, give yourselves a pat on the back if you earned it.
Oh, thanks.
Pat yourself on the back now. Anyways, I just got around to actually grading all of their papers, and they did just about as well as I thought they would. Everyone passed with 1 or 2 points to their name. But again, that's good enough for New York State, so it's good enough for me. With that out of the way, we decided to head over to our driving site and begin the actual tests. All right, we've officially arrived at the site of my pupils' road test. They've been studying hard. They've been hard at work hitting the books, hitting the roads. Yeah, not hitting any people, though, that's for sure, right? So I was supposed to do this yesterday, and I didn't because, well, I don't know why. But something else that I want to include was just kind of adding a little commentary to these tests and the footage of them, because at the end of the day, the footage it's really just us sitting in a car and making some occasional conversation. But I took notes while all of our participants were driving, so I want to kind of share my thoughts that I was taking as the rides were going along, and then we can kind of reconvene at the end and see who passed and who didn't. So let's get started. Who wants to go first?
Okay.
Craig's going first. You too. Podcast duty. Make something happen.
Hi, sir. I'm here for my road test.
All right, let's make it quick. I gotta divorce my wife after this.
Oh, it'll be quick. I'm 3 beers in already.
Sir, you're gonna take a left out of the spot and you're gonna go that way.
Oh boy, that way. My favorite way to go.
Right. So first up was Cameron, and it was mostly good. I think the biggest thing was that this man did not fully stop once for a stop sign. He did not come to a full stop at the sign.
Yeah, you know me. CEO of rolled stop signs.
At least from what I can tell on this rubric, that won't, get you any points.
I hope he plays Fiend.
So the podcast didn't work out. So we have a new plan. I'm gonna put Dan in my trunk.
I need you to keep going straight now.
Yay. Oh, this road is crunchy.
Part of the road test is you need to contact your local legislator.
Oh, dude, that's... Honestly, if you had to contact your local representative for... Just call your local representative. I don't know.
I'm gonna have you come to a pause here. I need you to do a 3-point turn and turn around.
1, 2, 3 points, baby. 3 points. Just like you need 3 points of contact on the ladder for OSHA.
All right, Dan. Don't mind the mess.
I don't.
Get in.
Remember where we parked?
Nope.
I'm gonna have you line up your car with the Jeep, and you're gonna parallel park behind it.
Behind it? Chat, this one's gonna be a rough one.
Okay. Just make your micro adjustments. That's. Do you want to try to start over?
Nah.
Craig. Look.
I passed every other part of the test. I think I'm doing great.
How close are you to this side?
I'm just a little drunk.
Okay,
Did I pass?
We'll be in touch.
Oh, thanks.
Honestly, Cameron did a good job behind the wheel. His three-point turn was pretty good. The parallel park was not that great. But for the circumstances, it wasn't that bad. He still signaled. He still looked at his surroundings. He knew the process. It was just a little finicky. It took a little bit of commotion to get into the spot. But all around, not too bad. Is that 15 points for unable to park properly? F it, sure. All right, well, that's 15 points, but that's still less than 30, so Cam passes.
Alrighty. How's it going?
Took you long enough. I filed my taxes while I was waiting for you. All right, now we're on to Bindo, who started off really strongly. Make a right turn here. Nice. Good, smooth turns. Impressive. Full stops. All right. I really noticed that he was always looking around, like doing as much of a 360 as he could to take a look at his surroundings. Very good. Good spatial awareness. I can tell you've been in space before.
More awkward than my actual road test.
Yeah, can you tell this is my first day on the job?
A little bit. It's okay.
No, okay. Well, that's very hurtful.
Guys, welcome to another series of Will It Fit? Right now I'm here with Cam, or Craig as people like to call him. And now what we have today is we're trying to see, will he fit in the back of his brother's car?
All right, and I'm gonna have you slowly come to a stop, and I'd like to do a 3-point turn. Start heading the other way. Stopped at every stop sign. Turns were super smooth. This 3-point turn was great. Very nice, very good.
Thank you.
Left turn here, and I'd like you to line yourself up with one of those cars so you can parallel park.
Alright.
His parallel park was also good. However,
Question for you.
What's up?
Did you use your backup camera at all?
I did.
and I didn't realize he had a backup cam, or I wouldn't have. I would have put a sticky note over that. But what's done is done. Either way, even if you failed that, well, if you fail your parallel parking, you probably failed the f***ing test.
Well,
We'll be in touch.
thank you.
Thank you. We're still gonna say that he passed. I guess we'll put on a little 5-point penalty for having the dash cam. I've seen worse, so we're gonna pass him.
Your door's still open, good sir.
That was part of the test. Good job. And finally, Dan. All I wrote for Dan was the word cognizant. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right. And then what's your name? Dominic?
Dan.
Dante?
Dante.
All right, you can start. I don't know what was in the water that day. I was using a lot of my brain power to keep the cameras from falling down. But no, Dan was good. Bindo and Cam are gonna freak out when they watch this video. I think Dan had the best test out of anyone. It's good. You usually don't do that. You just usually plow right through them. Dan is always the one that usually gets clowned on in our friend group for having bad driving. For this test, he was surprisingly on top of it. He was surprisingly aware. So you come here often?
Actually, I've been living here all my life. I mean, born in...
Should we get a video so then Dalton has more footage?
Just beam out though.
Beyond any crucial revealing information moments, Dan was really good. All right, I'm gonna have you come to a stop here. I'm gonna have you do a 3-point turn and just head back the way we came.
Okay. All right, so we got 1 point. 2 points. And this is point number 3.
Nice. Exactly 3. That's good. It's accurate to the name. All right. Alrighty, now you're gonna take a left turn here. I'm gonna have you line up with one of the cars.
Okay.
You're gonna make your parallel turn, please.
Yes, sir.
Mother.
3-point turn was fine. Parallel park job was probably the best that we saw all day. I don't think I've got anything to dock him on, so we're gonna also pass Dan. All right, back to you, Dalton from yesterday. Back to you. And close the video. Just like that, everyone's completed their road tests. Yay! How do we feel? Do we think we passed, gentlemen?
I don't care if I passed, as long as I did better than these two.
So, what did we learn today? Well, I learned that my friends are better at driving than I give them credit for, at least when they know they're being watched. We learned that my friends are creative thinkers when it comes to test taking, and we learned how to drive safer on the road. I think. God, I hope so, because if we didn't, I don't know what this video was for. I hope you did. At least I hope that was one of your main takeaways from this project. Probably wasn't, though. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching.